Howdy everyone, welcome back to Wobble Enjoy Sports. If you're new around here, hope I can get you to consider to like the content and subscribe to the channel. But if you're a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continuous support. And if you are watching this stream on the All Out NRL Fantasy page, the All Out Club YouTube page, thank you very much for your support as well to that YouTube channel. It's Dor, it's Wobble Enjoy. We're back for Saturday night footy, Cowboys and Storm. Good to see you again, man. Always a pleasure. How's things?
Things are well, mate. Things are well. I'm looking forward to this clash tonight. It's going to be a good one, I reckon, mate. It's going to be an absolute humdinger.
Let's get stuck into the team list. I'll go first. So at fullback, we've got Scott Drinkwater, Robert Derby, and we've got Braden Burns in at jersey number 18. That's the back three. Purdue and Laybutt are the centres. Clifford and Tom Duffy are the halves pairing. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they go this evening after a really, really strong year for the Northern Pride in 2024. The forward pack is McLean, Edwards, and Griffin Neame, Edwards being the hooker. The back row is Bateman, O'Donnell, and Sam McIntyre. And the interchange, debutant Temple Kalepo, who plays for the Mackay Cutters, makes his NRL debut tonight. Thomas McKaylee, Caden Lars, and Cohen Hess. And look at that, Marley Bitungane is in jersey number 19, but is the 18th player for the North Queensland Cowboys. Dor, mate, can you please take us through the Melbourne Storm?
Would do, mate. There was rumours that Wishart was going to be at fullback, but that is not the case. Nick Meaney is at the back with Kane Bradley and debutant Sulangi Tuimulatu Brown. I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, but they are on the wings. Grant Anderson and Joey Chan are in the centres. Halves are Wishart and Jerome Hughes. Props are Tui Kamakamika and Josh King. Hooker is Bronson Garlick. The back row is Sean Bloor and Ellie Katoa, and Alec McDonald is the lock. Nelson Asofa Solomona moves to the bench with Jonah Pezzett, Lazarus Avalepu, and Ativalu Lasati, with Kobe Williamson being the 18th man, mate.
North Queensland, I think they've come in a fraction actually at $2.75. They're still outsiders. Melbourne Storm, they come into the game as $1.45 favourites. This is a pretty massive game for the North Queensland Cowboys this season. The Melbourne Storm, they're depleted. Yes, Cowboys are depleted as well, but I believe in the players that are stepping up. It's a next man up mentality. I think the North Queensland Cowboys can cause an upset, but that forward pack has given me the fear door of the Melbourne Storm.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see how they go, Sammy. The Cows tonight, definitely as well with the Storm. A lot of players out for Melbourne this evening. Jason. Yeah, so look, it will be interesting. I do think the Storm do have the better pack, even with some players out on Origin duty. But I'm really intrigued to see how this one goes tonight, Sam.
Yeah, currently North Queensland is sitting in 12th. They win this one. I think it still keeps them outside of the 8 due to them being on an odd points for. But it gets them back to with inside calculations, man. So this is a massive game. I believe that they can do it. And it looks like we're still waiting for the teams just to hit the paddock, but I've got to just give a quick, fresh reaction to what we just saw. Raiders and Dragons. Utterly enthralling game of footy, man. KO Weeks running for fun, and Tyrell Sloan, he got the punt earlier this week or last week, and he turned it on big time for the Dragons.
He's free to go.
He's free to go. After that, everyone should be looking for him, Dor.
Yeah, no, I think Penrith have come out and said that they're pretty keen on getting Sloan to come to Penrith. So yeah. Be interesting to see. Have you got Storm running out now, Sam?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Now I do.
Okay. I'm gonna pause for about 5 seconds. You keep yours as it is. As I'm looking at the QCB lights in the background as we look at Jerome Hughes now chewing on that mouth guard. Or am I still slightly ahead?
No. I've got him chewing on the boot. Now the Cowboys are coming out. Yes, led out by Bluey. Bluey's coming out door, and so too is the captain tonight, Scott Drinkwater. Oh boy! And look, now before we continue, to the 12 odd people, I might need some shortly. Or as we freaking stream just decided to go pause. Oh no! Oh, we're loading now. Maybe it's
all right. We should be all right. I've got Drinky there looking at his stats: 6 tries, 10 line breaks, 19 try assists, averaging 115 runs a game.
Oh no, my stream's just died, Door. Oh no.
That's all right. It's all
No,
right.
no, we're back. We're back. All right, we're back. We got the defibrillator out just in time. All right,
Have you looking at Big Griff? Where are you? Where are you right now?
Oh, Kamakamisa is looking pretty good right now, mate.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see Tui.
No. Oh no!
Now I see the post.
Oh, I think you're gonna have to be the captain tonight, bro.
That's all right. I'm happy to be the captain, bro.
All right, you take it away.
All right. Well, the Cowboys are about to kick off, and they kick off as Sevi tries to sort out his difficulties taken by Wishart and gives it to Big Tui Kamakamika. But he's brought down beautifully by a couple of Cowboys around just over there at 10 meters line there. And then a beautiful pass here to Sean Bloor here on tackle 2, but can't make too many yards. He's brought down around 18 meters out. Garlic at dummy half gives it to Alec McDonald, and Alec McDonald gets it up to around like the 25-meter line on tackle 3. Plays the ball. Garlic gives it to King. King out to Eli Katoa, and that is a great run, but beautiful tackle there by Duffy and O'Donnell there. Then now here on 4 tackle, 1 off again from the Storm. Garlic to King, and he is brought down last tackle here on the 40-meter line. Hughes. Oh! He kicks it and it's charged down. I don't know what's happened there, but I think Garlic was deemed back on side. So it's a 6 again for the Storm, and they are brought down on the 40-meter line as Eli Katoa now takes another hit up, and he's brought down just short of halfway on tackle 2. Plays the ball. Garlic gives it out to Kamakamika, and another strong run by Tui Kamakamika, and he is brought down there by Red Dog, Clifford, and Bateman, just short of the 40-meter line. A lovely little pass here from Garlic to McDonald, but he's brought down just short of the 30-meter line. Garlic, Wishart to Bloor. Bloor gets the arms over to Anderson. Anderson out to the debutant. Oh, he's held on by Drinky. Great tackle by Drinky. Great tackle. Last tackle. And Mr. Anderson, I don't know what Mr. Anderson was thinking. He's gone for a scoop from dummy half, and he is tackled. Are you with us, Sam, or are you still no good?
Alrighty, I'm with you. Robert Derby now has the purple wall coming towards him. What a start for Melbourne, but great desperate defence there from Scott Drinkwater as Laybutt is getting dragged back inside of his own 10. We got a question from Cooper Corliss. Where do we see Purdue in the next couple of seasons? He'll be 5'8". He'll be 5'8" for sure. We got Not a Real Camry coming in again now. Talking about someone like who's Julian Michelle? She reckons Remy and Archie should make an appearance for some extra pizzazz. Storm, take it away.
Yes, no, it was a lovely take by Nick Meaney, and Nick Meaney gets it up to just short of halfway. Meaney plays the ball, and Jerome Hughes gives it out to big Kane Bradley. Geez, he's a bit of tall timber there. Semi, as he's brought down just inside the Cowboys half. Garlic Bread gives it to Joey Chan, who's out in the centers this evening, but he has come through. Oh, no, never mind. That's not Joey Chan. That's the debutant. My apologies. Anyway, 3rd tackle now. Wishart gives it out to Sean Bloor, but he's swamped upon by Bateman and multiple Cowboys there. Garlic now gives it to Wishart. Wishart dummies on the inside, gives it out to Hughes. Hughes, lovely face ball to Eli Katoa, but great tackle there by Griffin Neem. It's brought down just on the 20-meter line. Garlic throws the dummy, gives it to Wishart. Wishart on last tackle. Lovely little grubber, but is beautifully taken by Drinkwater. And Drinkwater, he was looking to break into open pastures there, Sam. Take it away, mate.
Oh, that was very good positioning from Scott Drinkwater and a very nice run as well.
And now we have a play the ball incoming from Braden Burns. Their central Edwards dummy half passes right to McLean, and he's able to get over that 20-meter line by a couple of meters. I'm frantic at the moment. It's gone right here out to Zach Laybutt, and he's ducking tackles, and now it is a forward pass. Damn it. Oh, damn.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
That's a blue. Oh.
Navy blue.
Oh, man. Well, that's not great service from dummy half, but a good thing that North Queensland will be made official very, very soon in the coming days is the signing of Reed Marnie, and there will be some lovely crisp service coming from dummy half next season for the Cows.
Thin and crispy. Mm.
Yes, just like the chips. Anyway, as now gives it to Hughes, and Hughes off the scrum gives it to Josh King. Could we see Tuimolatu Brown, Sam crossover for his first try in his first game of the NRL here, as Garlick gives it to McDonald, and McDonald is brought down just inside the 10 meters. Gives it out. Garlic Bread gives it to Wishart, and Wishart, to Kamakamika, and he is looking very lively tonight, Big Tui. And Garlic all 6 again, Sam 6 again. Well, 6 again anyway, as Garlic gets it from dummy half, goes out the back to Hughes. Hughes out the back, huge gap. Oh, that's a beautiful tackle there by Zach Laybutt there. I thought Wishart was through the gap, but great defense there. Garlic out the back to Hughes. Hughes face ball to Tui Kamakamika. Tackle 3 around 5 meters out here from the Cowboys try line. Plays the ball. Garlic, Hughes, little rub it through, but Drinky is there. And that is, penalty. Offside. Penalty offside.
I feel like I've been watching this game for freaking 40 minutes. It's only been going for 6.
Yeah, it's been very very eventful. Whether you're from your stream not working to multiple raids by your purple men. Anyway, as the Storm here, they're on the attack. McDonald, Garlic out the back, gives it to Hughes. Hughes, lovely unders ball to Kamakamika, and he's brought down. Lovely tackle there by Neiman O'Donnell. Garlic at dummy half, gives it to Eli Katoa. He throws it out the back, but he's throwing it straight to Braden Burns, Sam.
Fantastic desperation.
And a penalty.
From Queensland, and now a penalty. Oh, very good.
Or is it a penalty or a knock-on?
I don't know, but there's the first of maybe 37 shots of Craig Bellamy throughout a Melbourne.
We love Bellamy Cam on the Wobble and Jaw and all out live watch along. We love a bit of Bellamy Cam.
Oh, the tally is going to go off the Richter scale for sure. All right, so 7 minutes in.
Like that.
7 minutes in, and the Cowboys, I don't think have had to play the ball in opposition territory. That was a real ordinary pass at the back of the scrum to the right-hand side. Edwards passes back to John Bateman, and Bateman is stopped just shy of the 20-metre line. North Queensland, they're running right to left, and now they pass left infield here for Zach Laybutt, only a couple of meters beyond the red line. Edwards at dummy half, left to McLean. He dummied. And got crunched by a couple of Storm defenders, but he got to the 30-metre line. Fourth tackle, Griff, flat pass.
Run.
Yep, 10 meters gained. Getting to the 40-metre line. Edwards back right infield for Clifford, who kicks it from 5 short of halfway.
Great kick, but it's taken beautifully by Nick Meaney inside or just outside his own 10-metre line. Plays the ball, and big Kane Bradley, the tall timber, gets into dummy half there and pops it off to, I think, that's Joe Chan that time. Got that one right. Now the tall timber. Big shot there by Bateman on big Kane Bradley. But he holds on to the ball. Garlic now gives it to Tuimolatu Brown, who throws it out the back to Garlic, and Garlic gets through, but great tackle there by Griffin Neen, brings him down just inside of his own half. Now Jerome Hughes is running it. Runs it, but runs straight into a brick wall of Cowboys defenders. Manages to offload it out the back. And now Wishart gives it across to Nick Meaney. Meaney scheming through the middle. Gives it out to Mr. Anderson. Grant Anderson.
Good defense.
Great defense by Derby. Brings him down just outside the Cowboys 20-metre line. Wishart on last, gives it up. He gives it high. Katoa again. Katoa! Eloise Katoa crosses over. I don't know. I think he scored it, but Katoa is over. A lovely, lovely, lovely kick there by Wishart on the last, and Katoa takes a leaf out of Jeremiah Nanai's book and says, give me that ball, and he jumps up. He takes it cleanly, and he's just too big and too strong. As you can see here, as we watch the replay, Wishart, Katoa has come right across from the right of your screen, right into the middle of the field. Wishart kicks it. He out-leaps Drinkwater for the ball. gets through Drinkwater and multiple defenders of Purdue, and I think that might be Laybutt or Bateman, and crosses over for the try. Very, very, very strong stuff there by Katoa.
It has been an extremely fast 10 minutes. It's gone in the blink of an eye, Door. And I don't know, look, I don't know if we want to be playing that sort of fast footy with the Melbourne Storm. Cowboys can go fast, but the Melbourne Storm have proven to be faster. We somehow got to just, I don't know, like it might be playing out of our hands, but I think we got to try and just slow it down a bit, man. But unfortunately, the Cowboys have started with a forward pass and just basically 98% territory inside of our own half, man. All right, so Clancy, he wants to give out an opinion. He said that we shouldn't have picked anyone at hooker. Just whoever wants to go in, go on, get in. NRL Edits is going to help with the Craig Bellamy screen. Thank you. Thomas Thaiday Cloudy, he says, let's go as soon as the Melbourne Storm scored. Cheers, bro. NRL, Melbourne wobble and scream like you're a Cowboys coach. Nah. We're only 10 minutes in, but it's been a fast start.
Conversion successful, Sam. 6 points to 0 after just over 10 minutes of action.
Do you think the Cowboys should continue to try and play fast with Melbourne or try to slow it down, Dor?
Yeah, I think they probably, just with how the game's gone thus far, Sam, I think that they really want to try and slow it. They want to slow it down. I think they really need to slow it down. I think that this quick pace is, like you were just alluding to before, definitely benefiting the Storm thus far. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be for the whole game. So we'll just see how it's how it's going. Anyway, the Cowboys restart. We might see Sam on the Cowboys couch in the back if they get up tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As we continue on, as Kamikavika, great run there off the kickoff, and Alec McDonald, that is great defense there by Griffin Neame and Tom Duffy, and now Katoa, the try scorer. Oh, he says goodbye to Samuel McIntyre there. He runs straight over the top of him. And Garlic now gives it to Joe Chan, who's out in the centres this evening, but coming in for a bit of work here, and he's brought down the 40-metre line. Garlic now gives it to King here on last tackle, and he's brought down just short of halfway. Last tackle, Garlic gives it to Hughes, and Hughes with the long and high up and under out to the right-hand side, and beautifully taken by Braden Burns, Sam.
Over the 10 he goes, and he's going to be stopped inside of his own 20 on the side closest to the interchange sideline. Tom Duffy gets to dummy half and passes right infield here for Jackson Purdue now. Minimal gain on that play, just by a couple of meters. But back right we go, and this is Robert Derby now, and he's just going to take us back into the middle. We've only made about 6 or 7 meters in this set so far, and it's third tackle. Now it's gone right to Clifford, right to Bateman. And Bateman gets over the 30-metre line. That was much needed. Fourth tackle here. Let's still play some footy, though. And this is Scott Drinkwater's first receiver, weaving and making a great 10-plus metre carry to get 5 short of halfway. Edwards passes left infield for Clifford. Clifford kicks right on halfway, and it's going to be taken safely by the Storm.
Lovely shoe there by Clifford, but beautifully taken there by Meaney inside his own 10, and he gets brought down just short of his own 20-metre line. And now we see Tuimulatu Brown take the hit up here on tackle 2, but he fails to gain real territory there and gets brought down around 25 metres out. On third tackle, I think that was, as we look at Scott Drinkwater here, I think that might have been Wishart have a little scoot out of dummy half, but here we go, tackle 3, gives it to Sean Bloor Garlic. Now gives it to that's Nick Meaney, actually, and he is brought down just on the 50-metre line. Now last tackle, Garlic to Hughes, and Hughes another big up and under, but this time to the top of the screen, your left-hand side, and it's beautifully taken there by Derby, Sam.
And Robert Derby gets to the 20. And again, for the third time already, the Melbourne Storm have dragged back the Cowboys player back to inside their own 20-metre zone here. This here is Zach Laybutt. He goes forward. Oh, Garlic, a little bit sore after that contact, but play on. Drinkwater left. This is Braden Burns. Dummies and big crunching shot.
Laybutt is leaking. Laybutt is leaking.
Yes, sir. And they go down the short side with Scott Drinkwater, and he is crunched by Katoa.
Really bad cut across his cheek there, Sam. Is
Tom Duffy kicks inside his own 40, bounces inside the 40 of the Storm.
Yeah, taken there by Malatu Brown. Penalty. Okay, 2 in the tackle, and someone has stripped it out between Leaking Laybutt or John Bateman, one of the two. Leaking Laybutt. Yep, Leaking Laybutt has stripped it out there.
No, I wouldn't say stripped. I think the Storm player was like going down and then just
illegal steal.
It was just in the wrong spot, Laybutt, man.
Yeah, it was just lazy. It was lazy. It was lazy from Leaky Laybutt.
I'm trying to put a positive spin on it. You're trying to put a negative spin on my Zaki poo. Well,
I'm just saying. You mean Leaky Laybutt? Come on. And anyway, yes. as Sean Bloor takes it here on second tackle, brings it down just short of the 20. Garlic now gives it to King here on tackle 3, and now Tui Kamikamika gets inside the 20 as now Garlic out the back to Hughes here on tackle 4. Oh, and Hughes, he gives it there to McDonald. He's done really well to hold on to it. Now Garlic has a scoop from dummy half. And he hits King, but he's dropped it. He's dropped it. King has dropped it, and now we go to Bellamy Camp for the second time tonight.
Third time. All right. So on 0 tackle, make that first tackle now. Robert Derby is stopped just short of the red line. Edwards goes left, finds Jackson Purge, who runs against the grain and gets over the 20-meter line by 5 or so meters. Edwards left again. This here is Braden Burns, and he's hopping and jumping and getting away from a couple of defenders. That's a nice carry there from Braden Burns. Play the ball. Penalty. Storm, get out of the fucking road. Oh, Jesus, that came out. Oh, it is a penalty. Oh, that just actually came out that time, didn't it? Oh, dear. All right, let's try and calm things down. What an intense 15 minutes, man. Rugby league history. Hey, man, how you doing? He's putting Slipknot and door in the same sentence. Wow, that is rare. That does not happen at all. See? Yes. NRL Edits wants me to freaking color the freaking couch grey, yellow, and navy blue. He wants me to call it the Cowboys couches. The Cowboys have a fresh set starting from 30 meters out. Let's go, boys. 15 minutes in. Bateman goes left. Clifford out the back left to Griffin Neem, and he's met by 3 Storm defenders. They're about 27 meters out, I reckon. And they go right. This is a great run from McIntyre right to Clifford. Flat ball to Bateman. And Bateman is stopped about 11 meters from the try line, right of the sticks, and they're running right to left. They go left with Sam McIntyre's first receiver, left to Duffy, left to O'Donnell. I did see that in the periphery, but we got to play on. 4th tackle. They come back right infield. Tom Duffy, first receiver. Cut out past to Clifford. Right to Drake. Cut out past to Robert Derby. Robert Derby and potentially scores for the Cowboys. It's going to be sent up as a try. We've got to wait for confirmation, but fantastic set of 6 from North Queensland door.
Oh, Mr. Drinkwater. Let's all take a sip of our water for that beautiful cutout pass from Scott Drinkwater.
I have nothing. I have nothing. And Clancy's clipped my swear word. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Alrighty, so let's have a look here. God, it's close, man. It's going to be really close.
I reckon he's in. Robert Derby cunt.
Whoa, what did you say? Robert, what? Door? All right, let's look.
Derby! He scored! Look at him. He's flying. Oh, Derby. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Robert Derby. Oh, Robert Derby Day.
Kyle Felt is smiling from above, looking down.
He's smiling from England. Oh,
he's smiling from up in the Northern Hemisphere, mate. Yes,
a bit of Salt Bay from Robert Derby there in the celebration.
What are you talking about?
The celebration, Thai celebration.
You look like you look like you were a swan. I thought you were talking about a swan or something, man.
No. You get the salt in your hand and you.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Scotty D. No, we saw the try confirmed. It came up. And Scotty D, he's going to put this over the black dot, blindfolded.
Well, they haven't given it. I
swear,
now it's confirmed.
Mate, bro, trust me. Just trust me.
I did trust you, but Drinkwater hadn't kicked it.
Roger says Roger says that the Storm are going to win 20-11. Thank you, Roger. Rugby League history and everybody else, NRL edits, thank you very much for coming in and saying good day. As Scott Drinkwater from the sideline. He does put it over the black dot. It's 6 points all door after 18 insane minutes, man.
Oh, it's just what happens when Wobbling and All Out come together to call a game. It's always normally an absolute humdinger, and it has been an absolutely.
I see.
I see why there was a bit of a delay. It wasn't to do with the with his putting his foot out. It was in regards to the put down.
Clancy, you're a Cowboys fan. I guess that was a try. He re-gripped it, bro. He retouched it. He re-gripped it, bro. Yeah, that's a try, man.
The Storm kickoff, Sam.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, and it's coming down into the lap of Clifford, who gives it off to Robert Derby with the carry. All right, the prop is going to take it up. Second tackle from the 10-meter line. This is Jordan McLean now, and he meets Kamikamitha on the 20-meter line and gets beyond that by a couple of meters. Great carry there from McLean. They continue to go on left. McIntyre dummies and gets to the 30-meter line. Cowboys, they are central here. 18 minutes gone, and it's 6 points all. Edwards continues to go left. Kai O'Donnell gets over the 40-meter line with about 5 post-contact meters added on top of that. This is a good set after points. Fourth tackle, Edwards. Long pass right. Griffin Neem does pass to Clifford. Passes right to Clifford.
Intercept. Intercept by Tuimalatu Brown. And now the Storm are on the attack here, and I believe that's Wishart who gives it there to Mr. Anderson. He's brought down around 35 meters out. Wishart gives it to Sean Bloor. Sean Bloor is brought down around 25 meters out.
Well, Clancy, he's calling a mutiny or something, mate.
And Hughes now on the unders ball gives it to McDonald for tackle, and he's brought down 20 meters out. Now Garlic gives it to Hughes. Hughes out the back to Meaney. Meaney on the inside to Big Ali Katoa, and he's brought down here on last tackle around 10 meters out. Katoa plays the ball. Garlic, last tackle, gives it to Hughes. Hughes, crossfield kick out to Tuimalatu Brown. Let's see what he's like in the air. But by Robert Derby.
Very, very good by Robert Derby. Zach Laybutt scoots to the left-hand side and makes 11 or so meters. It did look a little bit higher from Hughes, but I'm happy for that to be play on. Drinkwater passes left infield here for Robert Derby. That's maybe his 5th or 6th carry already of the game, and we're a quarter of the way through. Third tackle from the 20-meter line. Burns scoots to the left and makes 10 meters himself. Gets to the 30-meter line. Edwards flat to Purdue. And he makes 10 meters himself. Simple and effective, though, at the moment from North Queensland. As Scott Drinkwater kicks from inside of his own half.
Like it's out in the... Oh, no. It's
bounce inside the field of play into the lap of the Cowboys, but it's going to be, I think that's O'Donnell that's just going to get wrapped up there.
I thought that was going out on the full. Oh, there we go. Bellamy for the 4th time this evening. He's back up there. I don't think he was too happy with them letting that bounce. And, Kane Bradley. Jordan McLean looks like he's come off a bit second best out of that tackle, holding his jaw there and has not moved. Jordan McLean there. He is stationary out here on the right-hand touchline. Anyway, here we go. A bit of push and shove by Chan and Bateman in the middle of the field, and Garlic just gives it straight to Mr. Anderson here. He's brought down. Garlic takes a scoot from dummy half here on tackle 4. That was nearly a flop there by John Bateman, and it was indeed 6 again. As Garlic then gives it now to Wishart, and Wishart gives it to King, and King is going to be tackled here on tackle 1 on the 40-meter line from the Cowboys try line. Now Kamika here on tackle 2, he gets it up to around the Cowboys 30-meter line. On third tackle, Garlic out to Hughes. Hughes to Wishart. Wishart on the unders ball to Nick Meaney, and Meaney's brought down there by Bateman and Griffin Neem on 4th tackle around 25 meters out. Garlic gives it to McDonald here on 4th tackle, and he is brought down inside the Cowboys 20. Last tackle, Garlic gives it to King. King gives it to Hughes. Hughes kicking out. And that was a bit of a push-off there from Braden Burns on Kane Bradley, and he's nearly gone out, but he's done very well to stay in.
All right, so he plays the ball. Duffy at dummy half. Purdue had...
there from Purdue. Thanks for that, Al.
Man, he had freaking Kamikamitha running at him. Drinkwater now gets a little bit closer to the middle. But I'm with you, Dor. Burns definitely pushed Bradley off there for sure, man. I think that's Sam McIntyre or Colin Hess may have come out there. Sam McIntyre plays the ball. They go out right, and it's in the hands of Robert Derby, who's been very active. But this is now going to be the last tackle. They're driving him sideways, but they're still sort of going forward at the same time. So they eventually get to 5 short of halfway. So it's not a bad recovery set from North Queensland.
It's taken beautifully there by Nick Meaney, just outside his own 10-metre line. He gets it up to nearly his own 30-metre line here on tackle 1. Sam Wishart moves into dummy half, and he gives it there to Grant Anderson. Anderson scheming across to left to right, but he's brought down as Kamakamika. Great first in from him as Hughes takes a run from dummy half. Beats one tackle, gets an offload. Here too, I believe that is Lasati that has come out there for Kamakamika. He plays the ball, and now Nick Meaney has a run from dummy half. And Meaney is brought down there by Griffin Neame around 40 metres out from the Cowboys try line. Hughes back inside to Lasati again. I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me right, I'm pretty sure Lasati came in for a similar game like this last year and had an absolute humdinger. Hughes, last tackle, puts it up high. Bradley chasing through, but is beautifully taken there by Braden Burns.
Well done, Braden Burns, man. Clancy, just reminding you, Dor, that it's Mr. Anderson, Dor.
Yes,
Mr. Anderson.
Mr.
All right,
Anderson.
so second tackle, the Cowboys are central, play the ball about 11 metres out from the try line, and Robert Derby nearly burst through and got to the 20-metre line. Drinkwater flat on the hop and does offload back to Clifford over the 30 and stopped about 5 short of the 40-metre line. This is fourth tackle. There's only 16 and a half minutes remaining in this first half. Now it's Cohen Hess out there that gets over the 40-metre line here. And from the same position
only
again,
16 minutes. I feel Hess has he's dropped it.
Oh, Julie. Bugger. All right, well,
hold on.
Nah.
They're sending it up. We're sending it upstairs.
Okay. First half challenge, man. It's always nervous, bro. Always nervous.
It's the Bundy Rum Captain's Challenge. Here we go. Will the Cowboys lose their challenge in the first half? Hess has the ball. We have Hughes and Joe Chan there. No, he doesn't lose that at all.
Well, a little while ago, Clancy came in the chat and said that this referee is nothing but a beaver. Nothing but a beaver, mate.
Tackle 5. Successful challenge for the Cows. That's brilliant football.
Beaver needs to go chomp on some log. That's what he needs to freaking do. Costing us momentum, Dor. Disgraceful.
Some far North Queensland oak.
The North Queensland log.
The North Queensland oak, mate, as Meady takes it beautifully and he's scheming from right to left, but is beautifully tackled there right around the legs by John Bateman. Or Sam McIntyre, I think. It's Bateman. Yes, as that is a lovely run there from Mr. Anderson. And now here comes Tuimolatu Brown there, the debutant, and he gets up over the 20-metre line as McLean has come off. Sam, it'll be interesting to see what happens there. And we've got big Nelson on the field as well as big Thomas McKaylee coming onto the paddock for the Cows. And yes, he has rolled it. He has rolled it. And Bellamy for the 5th time, and he just drops a solid F-bomb there. From Big Cragos says, look at that. Oh, the foot just didn't even move. He's just rolled it.
Of useless logs. Very
that could come to backfire there, Julie.
Yes, it could. I'm willing to take the risk. All right, so the Cowboys first set from 30 metres out, and Thomas McKaylee has his first touch of the game, getting to within 20 metres now. Clifford right to Griffin Neame, who's been very big 25 minutes in, man, still out there. He started the game. Edwards left to Duffy, goes out the back late to Drinkwater, then gives it off to O'Donnell. 9 meters out here on the side closest to the interchange. Its third tackle is Drinkwater at dummy half, goes right to Duffy. Dummies, he selects Clifford on the right. He then gives it off to Bateman, and Bateman met. Good defense by Tyron Wishart and Anderson. Fourth tackle, but they're about 4 meters out here are the Cowboys. Right of the post, they're coming back left in field. Duffy to Drinkwater. Good defense from Hughes, but it's offloaded back to Duffy. Duffy beats the attempted tackle, and it's spun all the way out to Robert Derby, who's now coming back infield. He feigned to grab her, and he also feigned to knock it on. Edwards passes right to Clifford, and he runs on last tackle. That's okay. Discipline, right. Box him in.
The sheriff is up. The sheriff is on his feet. That's five Bellamy camera appearances to 1 from the sheriff. Let's get the sheriff on the big screen a few more times tonight, Cowboys, as Tui Malonu Brown takes it off, and here comes Nelson, the useless log, as Sam was calling him earlier. That could come back to backfire. As now Mr. Anderson, just for you, Clancy, gets it up to around just over the 20-meter line, and now Mr. Anderson gives it to Lasati, and Lasati gets it up on fourth tackle onto his own 30-meter line. Plays the ball. Garlic, early kick here from Hughes, looking for the 40-20, and he's hit it beautifully. But it's taken a right turn away from the line, and Drinkwater is there, Sam, to pick it up beautifully.
Drinkwater, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he would have gotten there just beforehand, but he plays the ball on the 20-meter line. Pass left in field for Robert Derby. I reckon that might be his 10th carry of the evening so far. Robert Derby.
Terrific.
Yes, he has. And it's Braden Burns who feigned to go left, but then hopped to the right and made an effective 13-meter carry, getting over the 30-meter line. Blore looks a little bit gassed, but Thomas McKaylee goes past him. Offloads back to Purdue. This could be dangerous. Good defense there from Lasati, I think it is, isn't it? Lasati.
Yeah, Lasati,
so this
17, yep.
Cohen Hess getting to the Storm 40-meter line, but it's last tackle. Clifford kicks on the Storm 40-meter line. There's a big chase here from Laybart.
What a take by Tui Malonu Brown on debut, as now Wishart throws an exuberant dummy and gets past Bateman, and Wishart's away, but beautifully tackled there by Clifford. Great take by Tui Malonu Brown there on debut. As yes, the praise keeps on coming in for Wobbling. And now, big Nelly from Welly goes straight over the top of Yes. And now him and Griffin Neem, the countrymen, are going. And now, anyway, we got to continue. Lasati out the back to Hughes. Hughes gives it out to Joe Chan, but beautiful defense there from Purdue and O'Donnell. And Burns, sorry. Last tackle, Garlic to Hughes. Hughes, big up and under here. Bradley chasing. Drinkwater looks at Duffy, then it's hit out the back, and then and now he's knocked it on. 6 more for the Storm, and away they go. Hughes shifts it out to left. Oh, God help me. And Sean Blore nearly drops it, but he keeps it alive. He offloads on the inside. Nick Meaney. Wishart was there on the inside. Great tackle there by Cohen Hess. First tackle, and here he goes. I knew it was coming back to find him. And Big Nelly from Welly, he takes that selfie, and over he goes. The big, useless log. He's gone over.
My bad.
No, I knew it was coming back to
That's my fault.
As we look at Duffy not paying attention, Drinkwater. As I'm bawling my eyes out here as Virgil picks it up. And just Garlic gives it to Big Nelly from Welly. And Nelson Asofa Solomona, he says, "Get around me, boys. It's time to take a selfie." He's just too big. He nearly drops it, but he manages to hold on to it. And over he goes, Big Nelly from Welly.
He nearly dropped it.
It's a lovely selfie. Yes, look at the Cowboys fan in the background. They are loving that selfie. Oh, yes. And that is 10 points to 6. What a game we have up in North Queensland this evening. There has been a few drop balls, but with players out due to origin duties, this has been a great game thus far.
It was a great kick. I've got to give the Devil their due. It was a great kick on last tackle that I don't blame Scott Drinkwater for not going for it, man. But, you hear the saying all the time that if you don't go for it, you invite trouble into your life, man. So yeah, no, great. And it almost worked out for North Queensland too, didn't it? Purdue had the ball, and then it
Purdue had the
unfortunately
ball, but
rolled out of his lap.
Yeah, he just didn't get a real clean grasp of it, Sam, before contact came through, and it just sort of popped out. And very, very great work there from the Storm. Oh, and geez, that wasn't convincing, but Meany just keeps it in the inside of the left upright, and that will be 2 points. So 12 points to 6 in favour of the Storm.
And man, Nelson Asofa-Solomona ran over the top of Griffin Neame. Griffin Neame's been out there for the opening half an hour. He's probably bordering onto his limit potentially of coming off. So look, I don't hold a grudge against Griffin Neame. He's worked his ass off in this opening half an hour, man.
Mate, there's not many people that are going to be able to stop Nelson Asofa-Solomona at full pelt, close to the line. It doesn't matter, it's the same as like the Broncos use with Takura. Like a lot of the sides with these big players, the Storm do it as well. They hit these players close to the line at flat chat, and it's almost impossible by like on a one-on-one tackle to bring him down before he gets to the line. You have to have serious contact. Anyway, Storm take it off the kickoff, Hughes, and he gives it to Josh King, and he gets to the 10-meter line. King plays the ball and gives it to Hughes, and Hughes gives it to Ali Katoa, who's been terrific yet again. He's brought down just short of his own 20-meter line on tackle 2. Now, Garlic gives it to, I believe that's Lasati there, and Lasati, it's either Lasati or Valepi. No, it's still Lasati. So, yeah, Lasati plays it on his own 30-meter line. Garlic now gives it to Nelson Asofa-Solomona that's steaming there, but he's brought down beautifully by Neame and Bateman. Now, Garlic from dummy half throws a dummy, but Neame doesn't fall for it, and Neame and Bateman are there as the debutant for the Cowboys looks close to be coming onto the paddock tier as Hughes on last kicks it long. He kicks it very long. Oh, it's hit Derby's foot. It's hit Derby's foot. And he had to keep it in, and he couldn't do so, and he's kicked it over the dead ball line. And that is not good. I don't think he was trying to hit it with his foot here. It's just sort of bounced into it. Yeah, it's taken a horrible bounce and hit his left foot, and he's tried to keep it there in the field of play, pardon me, but he hasn't been able to do so, and it's gone dead. So it'll be a Cowboys dropout here. He's been good tonight, Derby, but that could be a costly error.
Oh, knock on Storm.
Beautiful. Straight into Cohen Hess's lap, Sam, as the debutant is on the field, mate.
Oh, penalty 2. Yes.
We wish Kalepo all the best. We wish Kalepo in his debut tonight all the best.
Temple Kalepo, Mackay Cutters player. He has been man of the match on a couple of occasions for them this season, and they have improved immensely over the past month or so, have the Mackay Cutters. So Temple Kalepo, much deserving. Could have been Xavier Kerrisk, but it is, luck's of fortune sort of thing. So well done to Temple Kalepo, as McKaylee got an extremely flat offload to, I think, Harrison Edwards, who's still out there, however. He might have reverted to lock, as McIntyre may have come off. I've got to scout the situation. Alrighty, so this here is third tackle, and the Cowboys are 40 metres out from the try line as they go right. Drinkwater finds John Bateman, and that's not Robert Derby's fault. Could have been a little bit more back, but that pass was not good from Bateman.
All right. So the chat, Sam. The chat is saying that Wobbling Jaw he's away. He goes straight through the hole and he scores. What's his try July celebration?
A twerk.
Yeah,
I'm going to twerk.
There you go.
I'm going to twerk that thing.
He's going to twerk that thing, ladies and gentlemen, if he goes over Wobbling Jaw. But anyway, we shall continue as the Chad out the back to Wishart, and is McLean looks like he's okay, Sam. So that's good news here for the Cowboys. As Wishart out the back to Hughes. Hughes, lovely ball to Katoa, and a lovely little tap off pass there to Nick Meany. The great defense from the Cowboys there. McKaylee, really led the way there. Anyway, Hughes gives it to Lasati, and Lasati is pumping those legs, but there's multiple Cowboys there. Great tackle around the legs. Last tackle here. Garlic gives it to Hughes. Hughes goes up and high to the bottom of the screen. Cade Bradley's coming through. Nelson, he volleyball spikes it backwards, but he's gone straight
Go Temple.
Edwards.
Go Kalepo. All right, so it's in the hands of Kalepo, and he will play the ball eventually on the 20-meter line. Drinkwater goes left at dummy half and gives it to Burns, who's been hopping and beating people all night, but unfortunately, Nelson, the massive colossus, was there and drives him back about 5 or 6 meters. I think Big Nelson heard me tonight, man, as Robert Derby cuts against the grain and gets to about 25 meters out from their own try line. And a nice scoot out of dummy half from Jackson Purdue makes an effective 10-plus meters there. 4th tackle. And it's Jake Clifford entering Storm territory, getting to the 40-meter line, but this is last tackle. Kalepo goes left. Duffy puts the ball up from about 38 meters out. Is it going to be a contest? No, unfortunately.
It was, but good take there by Meany. Stopped the flying through Purgie there from getting a real good grasp as Hughes gives it to Bradley, and Bradley's tackled there by Hess and Bateman. Second tackle here. Hughes, dummy half, gives it to Wishart. Wishart unders ball there to Tui Malatu Brown. Great run from him, but he's brought down on his own 20-meter line. Garlic now gives it to Anderson, Mr. Anderson, and he is brought down on tackle 4 just short of his own 30-meter line. Plays the ball. Wishart now gives it to Sean Bloor. Great run there by Sean Bloor. Gets it up just short of his own 40-meter line. Last tackle. Garlic gives it to Hughes. Hughes long, high, but it's straight down Scotty H2O Drinkwater's throat. And away he goes, Sam.
I'll tell you what, I think this might be the Cowboys' best start to a set after the Storm have completed one of their own. As it's scoot from dummy half down the short side by Robert Derby. Oh, did he? He did it. Tell me he didn't.
He did it.
Oh, truth. But an effective 20-meter scoop by Derby gets them to halfway. Zach Laybutt, just gets underneath the tackle as he copped an almighty wedgie just then from Garlic. Duffy gets it out the back left to Drinkwater. Left further to Purdue. He puts the foot down. Flips them down the interchange sideline. And the North Queensland Cowboys score. What a fantastic try from the future of this club, Jackson Purdue. Great stuff. That was coming. I felt the momentum just coming our way a little bit over the past 2 to 3 minutes, Dor. Great try. Great stuff from Purdue.
Oh, Jackson Purdue. Oh, Sam, we've had many phone calls deliberating why. Why was he moved? Why was the bid reg dog dropped? Clifford, and look, he just flourishes. I know he might want to be a half in the future, but he just loves the open pastures, and he is quick. He is absolutely rapid. There is more speed than Oxford Street with Jackson Purdue out there. He is absolutely rapid. That is just great try there. Great hands. And yeah, look, that was the defender out there, Kane Bradley on the wing. He trusted his inside man, Joe Chan, to make the tackle, but unfortunately Chan just couldn't keep up with Purdue's speed and just got absolutely burnt. And then he was just way too quick for the covering Nick Meany across.
By the what? By the what?
Covering. The covering defender.
I thought you had a slip of the tongue just then, man.
No.
Well, Jake Clifford now. Okay, so it's Scott Drinkwater taking a shot from the right sideline, and now Clifford is taking a shot from the left sideline. So that's how the story goes. Fantastic.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure this was how it was last week as well, Sam, to be honest. It seems like Drinkwater's taking the kicks on the right-hand side of the field, and Clifford.
No, fair play. No, clever.
If it works, keep doing it, bro.
All right, so 20, 22, 23 meters back, a meter inside of the touchline. Aims it.
It needs to hold.
Oh, it does hold. It didn't deviate, Dor. And it's 12 points, all at the 2-minute warning. Oh, fantastic game. This is a fantastic game, bro.
It is an absolute ripper. As we look here, Drinkwater, what a lovely pass. And then just Purdue. You just need space and time, Sam. You can't beat raw speed. That's just something that you just can't beat. And Drinkwater's done it beautifully. He hasn't overplayed his hand. He's given Purdue the ball nice and early and let him do his thing. And boy, did he do his thing. What a great, great try for the North Queensland Cowboys there. 2 minutes to go, like Sam said, in this first half as the Storm restart. And, geez, that was a good take there by Drinkwater.
And it looks like Jordan McLean's back out there for his second stint already. I'd love to see us potentially get into position to go for a field goal, go really deep as Kalepo gives it out left to McKaylee, and McKaylee gets over the 20-meter line by a couple of meters there, plays the ball. Kalepo scoots to the left-hand side, dummies, and gets over the 30-meter line by a few meters. Nice run there. Duffy at dummy half goes right. Cohen Hess puts the foot down, centralizes Cowboys by getting to within about 5 short of halfway. Play the ball. And it's John Bateman, his first receiver, and he's crabbing across field, gives it out left to Edwards. Oh, man, that was a good pass, man. All right, what do they do here?
2-point field goal. Go for it.
All right, well, it's Tom Duffy that just puts it sky high. Who's
It's
chasing? Somebody's chasing. It's Clifford. No, taken well by me.
Oh, and Nick Meaney takes it away. He goes. He beats one. He beats two. He gets
tackled. Yeah, good call. Good call. Good call. Good call. Go back and play it.
He was tackled. He had his leg. I think Purdue had his leg. So Meaney will go back and play it on the 40-meter line. Now Hughes just gives it to the big, tall timber of Kane Bradley. And he's brought down there now just short of halfway. Garlic now gives it to Josh King, and Josh King gets it inside the Cowboys half. Could the Storm kick a field goal here to potentially take a 1-point lead into halftime as Nelly from Welly throws a little goosey into his repertoire there and is brought down here on 4 tackle. Garlic now gives it to Wishart. Wishart out the back to Hughes. Hughes straight through. Gives it to Katoa. Katoa offloads out the back to Bradley. Bradley, he's coming straight through, cutting through the middle of the field. Now this is the chance of the field goal. Bradley's brought down.
Slip.
Garlic now gives it to Hughes. Hughes, he has so much time, but he's not going for it. He's going to kick it out towards the debutant. Oh, and Robert Derby. Robert Derby. He's knocked it on. Derby has knocked it on. 3, 2, 1, and time is off.
Son of a bitch. But that was nearly one of the great takes of all time, Dor. Oh, I can't. Oh, maybe not. But still, man, that was a hell of an effort from Derby.
That's it. They didn't get there in time. That is halftime. Halftime, 12 points all. Time had expired. The siren might not have gone off, but the stopwatch had indeed gone off. So that is halftime, 12 points all. Sam, what an absolutely awesome first half that we just saw there.
All righty. To the dozen odd people that are in the chat right now, thank you very much. I feel like I need to take a breath, mate. So we've got Melbourne Storm all huddled up, and Jerome Hughes is laying down the law to his troops. He's not impressed with, I guess, how they finished that half. But yeah, very proud of the effort of that first half by North Queensland. Just there was like a 10-minute patch right in the middle of that first half, I would say, that, yeah, we afforded them too many opportunities. But we also didn't start well as well, Dor. I think maybe the first 5-10 minutes of that game,
I'm pretty sure
95%, like 95% to the Storm.
It was like 85 or 90 something to 10 or 20% in favor of the Storm there with their possession. So yeah, man, the Cowboys did really well, and they've looked good with the ball in their hand, but they've just got to make sure that they've just poor old Derby's having a few mistakes creep into his game again this evening, but he has been good outside of those mistakes. But yeah, if the Cowboys can get rid of those mistakes, look, they've definitely looked really, really, really good with the ball in hand thus far tonight, and the Storm's defense, look, as it has done most of the season, has not been the best, been a bit leaky still. So look, yeah, it's all to play for here in the second half, Sam. I absolutely can't wait for this second half.
Yeah, they're up to it, up to their eyeballs. North Queensland, man. I posed the question at the start of the game, man. Do the Cowboys continue to try and match the speed that the Storm play at, or do they try and slow it down? And it doesn't look like that the Cowboys have let up at all. They've actually tried to match the speed of play with the Melbourne Storm. And well, look at the scoreboard. It's 12 points all. I thought maybe they should try and slow it down, but they're fighting fire with fire at the moment.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's an absolutely great game, Sam. An absolutely great game for, with a lot of the star players out. You wouldn't have known, or you wouldn't have noticed, should I say, that there were so many players actually missing from both sides this evening. It's been a really high quality contest between both these clubs, man. So look, as I said just before, I'm really, really excited for this second half.
From a Melbourne Storm perspective, who would you say has stood out to you in that first half?
I think Eli Katoa has been really, really good yet again. Look, Nelson's been good, like outside of the role to play the ball. He's definitely provided what Bellamy and the Storm were wanting from him to come off the bench rather than starting a serious impact through the middle of the field, and he's definitely done that. Hughes has been good. He's steered them around the park, but yeah, for me, I think Eli Katoa, Sam, has been really, really good tonight.
Can I give a shout out to the debutant, Tuamulatu Brown? He's had a couple of questions thrown his way, man.
Yeah, Tuamulatu Brown's been great. He's taken some really good contested takes out there on the wings. So with high Cowboys pressure on a couple of them. So yeah, no, he's been great, and he has been really busy as well, coming in for hit ups and trying his best to push Melbourne up the field. I'm pretty sure, just like Sua Falongo, or Falogo, should I say, he is also, I'm pretty sure, Melbourne born and bred as well. So it's good to see some Melbourne juniors and Melbourne locals come into the Storm side. It's great to see.
What is actually scaring the crap out of me, Dor, is that I think Tyron Wishart had a bit of a quiet half, I would say. Not bad, just quiet. So I'm kind of fearful about him in the second half.
No, I think you're right, Sam. Yeah, look, he wasn't horrible at all, but he just was a bit quiet. But I just think that the Storm did dominate that early part of the game there, but then the Cowboys, I'd say, really dominated there that second half, and the Storm were able, or the second half of that first half. But look, the Storm were able to still come away and nearly score there at the end of regulation there for that first half, but just unfortunately ran out of time there to get that scrum packed.
Thank goodness. All right, so just some of the team stats here now. So Melbourne Storm finished that half with 56% possession. North Queensland have not won a possession battle more than 4 times this year. I don't think it's a very low number for North Queensland, but we usually see 8 times out of 10 that teams who don't have a fair share of possession in that first half, they usually finish with a little bit more in that second half. So really hoping that trend goes way of the North Queensland Cowboys, where they get more ball. Completion rates, it's about 5 or 6 areas apiece. So it's not bad, but maybe a little bit more cleanup work needs to be done. But just immediately there, post-contact meters and running meters, it is definitely in favour of the Melbourne Storm, and the tackle breaks are 21-11 in favour of the Melbourne Storm. Going down to the tackle count now, 21 missed tackles to 11 Cowboys, 21 missed tackles to the Melbourne Storm's 11. 2 penalties conceded each, 5-6 errors there. So it is 56% possession. You would probably say the Melbourne Storm have been the better of the two teams, but 12 points all is a fair reflection at halftime.
No, I think so. I don't even know if you could say the Storm being the better team. Potentially, maybe obviously the stats are alluding to that, Sam. But I think a lot of those missed tackles from the Cowboys have actually not led to points outside of maybe that Griffin Neame one. But obviously it's a missed tackle, but he still tackled him. It's just that Nelson was just too big there. But yeah, I don't think the Cowboys' defense has been bad at all.
No.
This evening, most of the time, pardon me, the points that they've conceded has just been due to them, either their poor discipline or the errors, making errors inside their red zone and giving Storm good field position, mate. So look, I think this can go any way, mate. This can go any way, this game. I know it's very, obviously because it's 12 all, but look, a lot of people weren't, you said pre-game with the odds, like the Storm were heavy favorites this evening for this clash, even though it's up in Townsville. So look, I can't wait for the second half, man. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, she's going to be a beauty, man. So I think we got fantasy points here, Dor. If you want to take us through the fantasy points of the Cowboys and the Storm.
Yeah. So it looks like Sam, that good old H2O Scotty Drinkwater is having a real belter. So for the Cowboys side of things, he's having a great game. 36 fantasy points for Drinky in that first half. Derby, look, we said it again. Outside of those couple of errors that he's made, he's been terrific. 32 points from him. Neem, 30 points. He's been great as well, playing a whopping 37 minutes in that first half. So that is a huge shift from Big Griff there in the middle for the Cows in that first half. Jakey Clifford, look, he's been really good steering around the Cowboys, as well as also his long kicks. His like really long and high kicks give the Cowboys chase a really good chance to get up there and basically, make sure that a kick it's basically like giving extra meters to the kick, because basically the defenders are basically right there when the person takes it, rather than if it was, not Clifford kicking and he's not getting that really good height, that the chase is probably like 5 or 10 meters behind of where they would with his kicking game. So I think Clifford's been really good. Then you got, Purdue, 23 points. He probably wasn't having a good game at all fantasy wise until he scored that try. So look, he's done well there. I don't think there's really anything else Cowboys related from that I need to speak on fantasy wise. A couple of solid performances there. And look, the best fantasy scorer for the game is Eli Katoa, 43 points from him. He's been terrific. Like I said before, he's had 11 runs, 93 meters, 4 tackle busts, obviously scored the try, 14 tackles. He's been great. Sean Bloor, the other second rower for the Storm, is their second best fantasy scorer with 32 points. He's been good yet again. Both these two were great last week for the Storm, and they've continued that trend yet again this week. Josh King's been good. Jerome Hughes has been solid as well, 28 points. Garlick's been good as well in, Harry Grant's origin absence. He's been good, 28 points for him. Nelson, the big useless log, 27 points for him. He's been good, like I said before, off the bench. Meany's been good, 24 points. I don't really think there's any other fantasy relevant news there from outside of that, Sam. So look, bring on the second half.
Yeah, just a few things to mention as well, man. That these two teams only met about 4 or 5 weeks ago down at Amy Park, and it was a very competitive 50 minutes, I would say, possibly 60 minutes before the Storm ran away with it in the end. So it's good to see the Cowboys seemingly have maybe taken a few lessons from that game and applied it to that first half, and hopefully they develop it in that second half. And then also some scratchings as well. So Murray Taulagi was an extreme late scratching, even more so of a late scratching was Ryan Pappenhausen. And I'll tell you what, man, Murray Taulagi was a massive loss, or is. Ryan Pappenhausen, man, if he was playing in this game, I think it might be a little bit different to what it is right now. So I'm, you don't wish injury upon anyone, and I don't, but I'm just saying that I'm sort of thanking me lucky stars that Pappenhausen isn't playing, because I think he'd be ripping and tearing right now.
Yeah, you're not wanting anyone to get injured. You're just what's the word? You're just probably thankful that he's not playing this game, like up there tonight. But look, it's a long season. The Storm have had all their bye rounds, so I guess if there's any niggles or whatever, that especially to their superstars like Pappenhausen, they want to be taking a cautious approach. Look, they're well in the top 4 at the moment, the Storm. So look, I know that, the Bulldogs have lost a few games, I think, now on the trot, or started to lose a couple of games these last couple of weeks and are starting to fall back towards the pack. Look, the Raiders, again, I think now with that win over the Dragons that we saw earlier this evening or late this afternoon, that saw, them move 2 points clear now on top of the table with still 2 buys to come for the Green Machine. So, yeah, I think it's really open, like you and I have spoken about. The Warriors, unfortunately, they've had a lot of injuries sweep through their club these past few weeks, and they're starting to come back to the field as well. So, look, it's all there to play for. It's really basically a really condensed ladder, especially from 5th with the Broncos there all the way to, you could say, down to like the Dragons there at in 11th at the moment with on 18 points. So there's only like 2 wins separating you from being like in the 8. Well, 1 win from actually separating or getting into the 8, but to get to like on the borderline of the top 4, look, only 2 wins. So very condensed ladder. I was trying to think of it now. I'm pretty sure someone from Fox actually tweeted it the other day. I was like thinking it was definitely one of the closest competitions of all time, but I think someone from Fox ended up tweeting something from a previous season, and the ladder there was, I can tell you now, was way, way more condensed than what than this one is. I don't know if it was 2021 or I can't remember. Leave it with me. I will try and see if I can find what year that was. But it's definitely been an absolutely outstanding season, Sam, regardless.
This will tickle your door. We got Perez in the chat. How you going, mate? He says, "Hey Sam, how are you?" I'm going all okay, man. Yesterday being at a call was wild. Almost speechless at the end. He couldn't process what happened. Ezra take a bow. What a last 20 minutes. Wham, bam. Ford Ranger, ma'am, had. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's a mouthful indeed. Jason Reeder reckons that this could go to Golden Point. And for Raz, again, Cowboys have to keep Jackson Purdue. He's a talent. If he didn't move to the halves, I reckon he'd have been in Origin over Robert Toya. That is a massive call. But yeah, we absolutely need to make.
It's not a bad shout. Maybe even not. He might have got it over, say, Shibasaki if he stayed at center for the whole time. We don't really want to go and look at the past, but Sam and I have spoken about it at length that they should have kept Clifford in the halves and kept Purdue out there. It was actually Warren Smith, Sam, 2018. 2018 it was. The Roosters won with 34 points, and the 8 team was on 32 points. So there was 2 points from 1 to 8. It was all on the for and against as we kick off. Sam.
Nothing is separating the Cowboys and the Storm at the moment as we kick off the second half. 12 points all, and McKaylee rumbles into the Storm forward pack, and now it's Cohen Hess's turn, and he gets over the 20-meter line. And in the second half, the Cowboys are running left to right of screen. Kalepo at dummy half goes left. This is Jordan McLean in his second stint already in this game, and he gets over the 30-meter line. It's third tackle, and Kalepo goes right to McKaylee. Well, I think you now might be a second in front of me, mate. And now he gets over the 40-meter line by a couple of meters. Kalepo goes right. John Bateman was extremely flat, gives it back to Kalepo, and he breaks the line from 40 meters out. The debutant. Oh, he passed right. Oh, and it's all just a schmozzle, unfortunately. But what a fantastic moment for the debutant.
I was just about to say before that happened, I was just like, oh, he's been great. I've loved his service out of dummy half, Kalepo, with that lovely blonde rat's tail. And look at that, straight through, throws a little dummy garlic beaten beautifully. And then, he hasn't thrown it too hard. It's just gone too high, unfortunately. Drinky's sort of like wanting it down here, and it's just sort of gone a bit up there, and he just can't react. And then I think it was Laybutt there, Sam, trying to pick it up there and just knocked it on. So, but look, really promising signs for the young fella there on debut, and great start to the half for the Cowboys. Anyway, Kane Bradley now on tackle 2 after that Storm scrum, gets up to the 40-meter line. Plays the ball, now gives Garlic, now gives it to Lasati. Lasati plays the ball just short of halfway now. Oh, lovely ball from Josh King to Big Nelly from Welly. Big Nelson, but he's brought down just inside Cowboys territory. Garlic from dummy half gets past Bateman, pins the ears back, but is absolutely destroyed by Cohen Hess and McKaylee there. Last tackle just inside the Cowboys 30. Wishart gives it to Hughes, and here comes Eli Katoa again, but unfortunately it's just gone too long there for him, and beautifully taken there by Braden Burns, Sam.
Well, they've picked up where they've left off, man. It's helter-skelter already in this second half. Jackson Purdue goes one-on-one with Hughes, and he's able to get to the extreme corner on the 10-meter line. This here is Harrison Edwards, and he's able to make about 5 or 6 meters on this play. It's third tackle, and he's just short of the 20-meter line. They go right again, and this here is Robert Derby. Over the 20 they go, and that's a great carry from Robert Derby. Post-contact meters getting to him just shy of the 30-meter line. A scoot out of dummy half by Braden Burns gets the Cowboys to the 40-meter line, and Kalepo gives it out right to Clifford, and Clifford puts it sky high.
Shoe, man. Look how high it goes, and that's beautifully taken there by Nick Meaney. Regardless, and he pins the ears back, but great tackle there by Kalepo, and John Bateman there bring him down just on the zone 30-meter line. Plays the ball, first tackle. Wishart gives it to the debutant, Tui Malatu Brown. Great carry yet again from him. Sam and I did touch on his terrific first half, as now Mr. Anderson straight through the middle is brought down. Lovely tackle there by McKaylee just short of halfway. And here comes Eli Katoa. Lovely run from him and beautiful offload through the middle. And now it goes once to Garlic. On the infield is it Nick Meaney. Nick Meaney to Sean Bloor. The big red dog. The big red Cliff dog is right there and holds him up. And Sean Bloor looked like he was in, but a great tackle by Jake Clifford. Eli Katoa yet again is causing absolute chaos for the Cowboys on that right-hand side. A great offload, and Garlic just too quick there from McKaylee. He goes straight through, gives it to Meaney. Meaney draws in the fullback who passes it to Bloor, and great tackle, covering tackle there by Jake Clifford, and holds him up over the line. As we have a break, we can probably answer Faraz's question. Do you think the Doggies fans are putting way too much blame on Galvin for yesterday, or is it too valid? Look, if you want my own personal view, I don't think it's the blame solely. Anyway, look, I'll get back to that, Faraz. Last tackle, Hughes here, running. Oh, and that's a great tackle from behind there, and Hughes passes it straight to John Bateman.
That's work. That's work on Bateman. Get off him, Wishart. All right, so play the ball eventually happens. Zach Blaybart advances it only by a couple of meters. Drinkwater at dummy half goes left, finds McLean, and he's able to get over the 20-meter line by a couple of meters. Play the ball. Drinkwater goes left. This is Braden Burns. He's been super tonight, has Braden Burns, and he's gotten to a couple of meters shy of the 40 out there on the left. And now it's Cohen Hess, one off the ruck and getting over the 40 and getting stopped on last tackle. Halfway. Kalepo goes right, and the ball's put up sky high once again by Clifford.
It's going high, it's going long, but it's taken by Nick Meaney. And now Meaney gives a fend to Duffy, now shifts it right to big Kane Bradley, and the big tall timber can start to limber up, but it's great tackle there from Braden Burns to stop the tall timber from getting away there. Lovely run there from Joey Chan, gets past the original tackle there, I believe, of either Duffy or Purdue, gets to halfway. Now Meaney slips into dummy half, and Katoa takes a run. Katoa's brought down just short of the 40-meter line for the Cowboys. Garlic gives it to Hughes. Hughes unders ball to Wishart. Wishart taking a bit of a forwards run here, and he gets out 30 meters out from the Cowboys try line. Garlic gives it to Hughes. Hughes, nice face ball to Josh King. King looking for an offload, but is wrapped up there by Bateman and Clifford. Last tackle inside the Cowboys' red zone, their own 20-meter line. Storm, Hughes, little dinking kick. And Mr. Anderson goes up. He gets over the top of Drinkwater, but has knocked it on, and it is beautifully cleaned up there by Robert Derby. He did get more of it. He got more of that ball there, Grant Anderson.
Yep, and the Storm have got more territory here.
Penalty.
Oh,
Cowboys,
not anymore.
Yes.
Yes. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff.
Oh.
Mr. McIntyre. He's got the jacket on. If they're showing McIntyre, did he cop a HIA or is he injured or somewhat? Don't know because I'm watching this on mute. Have you got any information, Dor?
I haven't heard anything. They didn't say anything. I'm not watching it on mute, but they haven't said anything. They just put the camera on him. But if he's in the jacket and sitting at the back, I'd assume his night's done, Sam.
Alrighty, so Zach Leibart taps the ball and Nelson came in with the knee into the side of Zach Leibart and he's winded. Far out. I'm really putting the brakes on now. Cohen Hess plays the ball, goes left to McKaylee, over halfway.
McKaylee.
Right to Bateman. Bateman fending away from Wishart, still advancing. And gets to the 40-metre line of the Melbourne Storm. Cowboys inside Storm territory. Clifford running, offering, left to Duffy, left to three-quarter, left to Purgeon. Did he put the afterburners on? Or we thought about it for a second. Oh, it was stripped out. It was stripped out. It was stripped out. It was stripped out. I thought it was stripped out by the Storm. Do you challenge it? Or is Scott Trinkwater going to challenge it?
Yeah. No, they're challenging. I just thought he might sort of lost it here. Yeah, he's dropped that.
You reckon?
I reckon he's dropped it. On that little fleeting footage I saw, I thought he dropped it.
Well, it's a one-on-one strip.
He's dropped it.
Yeah. Yeah, bugger. Bugger. So Cowboys lose their challenge. At the moment, yeah, it's unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful. Regardless, it still looks good for the Cowboys. They're really looking damaging, especially on that nice backline shift. Beautiful, beautiful timing and everything from the Cowboys backline there, from Clifford to Duffy. Duffy taking it to the line to Drinkwater and then giving it beautiful early ball there to Purdue. It looks really clean, that Cowboys backline shift. So, look, there's a bit of promise to take away from that, Sam, even though Purdue's unfortunately dropped it on. Anyway, here goes, or knocked it on, should I say, as Bradley off the scrum. He's brought down beautifully there by Kalepo. Oh, look at that lovely goosey there by Eli Katoa, but unfortunately can't make too many meters. Plays the ball. Garlic now gives it to Sean Bloor, pardon me, and that's a great run there through multiple Cowboys defenders. This could be a head clash potentially. Poor old Zach Leibart's been in the wars tonight. Kalepo looks all right.
I'd be in the wars too if Nelson came in with his knees into the side of me friggin' ribcage too, just quietly. Oh no!
It's the head clash. It's the head clash. I think Kalepo looks like he's okay. I think Leibart's going to get called off for a HIA. Anyway, we continue. I think that is Valepu, Sam, that has entered the frame for the Storm. Number 16, I believe. Yes, that is Valepu indeed. Now, Josh King gives it out to Hughes. Hughes unders ball to Eli Katoa, and Katoa gets over halfway here on last tackle. Katoa plays the ball. Garlic to Hughes. Hughes, is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a white Steeden, and it is going high. It is going long, but beautifully taken by Drinky.
Beat the first man, doesn't beat the second. Purdue scoots out a dummy half now. A little bit high. Is that going to get called?
I'd stay down.
Of course not. That's two. That's two potential penalties or 50-50s anyway. Play on. Braden Burns running sideways, and he didn't pay for it, but Cowboys, it's third tackle, and they're still inside their own 30. It's a scoop from dummy half by Rob Derby, 5 short of the 40-metre line on the side, closer to the interchange sideline. And Zach Leibart showing no ill effects with a nice scoot, but it's last tackle. They're a couple metres shy of halfway, and it's Duffy that puts in the kick.
Another good kick there from Duffy, but beautifully taken there by Kane Bradley. Oh, and that is solid contact by my boy, Caden Lars. And Harrison Edwards pleading for a knock on there, but Joe Chan's now going to take the second hit up off that kick. Tackle 2 there inside their own 20 still. Plays the ball, Chan. Lovely pass there by Mr. Anderson out to Tuimolatu Brown, and he continues his high work rate thus far this evening. Now, I think that's Meany there at dummy half, gives it to Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson's brought down around 30 metres out fourth tackle. Now Garlic just gives it straight to Josh King, and he just takes it straight and hard, and he's brought down 45 meters out. Last, Hughes kicks it long. He kicks it high, but he kicks it straight down Braden Burns' throat, Sam.
And he takes it on his 10 and gets back to the 20-meter line and a meter or two beyond that. All right, so 10 minutes gone inside the second half, and it's still 12 points all. Jackson Purdue has a hit up and danger of getting pushed back there, but he was able to find terra firma. Scott Drinkwater at dummy half goes right, finds Robert Derby, gets over the 30-meter line by about 5 or 6 meters. And this is third tackle. They go left. This is Caden Lars with his first hit up of the night. This is his second or third game of first grade now. Gets to halfway. And now it's Kalepo that gives it to Clifford. And then Clifford gives it left to Drinkwater. And they have gone 50 meters to score and take the lead. Yes, Atsuo. Yes. Yes.
Gotta love some nice, fresh North Queensland H2O. Oh, he was the king of the Gold Coast last week, and he has backed it up with a beautiful performance with the big red dog, big Jakey Clifford. Oh, how good is he? What was the sheriff thinking? It had to have been a HIA from the sheriff for a few weeks there with that diabolical coaching decision to remove the big red dog from that Cowboys lineup. And look at him go. Oh, and he puts it on a platter there for Drinky, and he goes straight under the cat and the fiddle, the hey little diddle, and that is 16 points to 12 for North Queensland with the kick to come.
I got to say, there was a name that I couldn't get out because I didn't have enough air in me friggin' lungs. But John Bateman was the man that that ran deep into the line, was able to get his arm out and then offload it right to Clifford. And then Clifford obviously linked up with Scott Drinkwater, who's going to take the kick for goal here. But John Bateman has had a couple of nice plays tonight, man. And he was up there, at least in the top of half for the fantasy points from a Cowboys team perspective. And Cowboys, that's been converted right in front of the sticks, 18 points to 12 minutes into the second half. But John Bateman, man, he's been good tonight. I think he's had a couple of nice plays, Dor.
Bateman's been good. He's been good, Sammy. But look at this. Yes, that's out. That's out, Drinky. That's given. That's given. Off you go. Off you go. To the pavilion. To the pavilion. I don't know who was out, but yeah, someone is off to the pavilion. Maybe off to the Mad Cow. That might be the pavilion tonight.
I'd love to get to the Mad Cow one of these days, man.
We'll get there one day, mate.
We'll get there. But for now,
we got a big 28 minutes left of action here, Sam. It's been an absolutely terrific game.
It's been a banger. It has not disappointed. Alrighty, so kickoff has commenced. It's a spiraling kickoff taken on the full by Scott Drinkwater. Caden Lard running straight into the purple wall and is not taken back. Well done to Caden Lars, the young man. Scott Drinkwater at dummy half. He's been a little bit more active at dummy half, I think. I might be having recency bias or overreacting, but he's been involved at dummy half quite a fair bit tonight. As Jordan McLean now has gotten to the 40-meter line, and it's third tackle. Kalepo left. This here is O'Donnell now, and he gets to the halfway line. It's fourth tackle. They're left of center, but they're coming right back in field. Drinkwater at first receiver, and he just puts the foot down and makes 10 meters, gives enough space for one of the kickers to put in and do their thing. And that would be, I think that was Tom Duffy, if I'm not mistaken.
It was Duffy. Oh, and the tall timber. Oh, he nearly dropped it. But he's held on to it, Kane Bradley, as Clancy was saying, that he believes he was giving Sam Constance out over in the West Indies. Look, he was already out, unfortunately. He's two shocking innings anyway. Here we go. Away goes Mr. Anderson. He's looking for an offload. Careful for his melon. Mr. Anderson's melon nearly got pile drived into the and he's knocked it on. He's gone for the little sneaky reach around offload, and the garlic bread wasn't paying attention. Dear. It was an off garlic bread or a cold one, maybe even a frozen one. Look at him. He's trying to organize. Oh, and he's knocked it on the head. The extension of the head has backfired. Look at this. Here we go. Look, oh, yeah, off the elbow. Oh, off the head. And that's a knock on, ladies and gentlemen, and the Cowboys. Oh, there's Bellamy, and he is not looking happy. Oh, dear. I think it's about like 8-5. Oh, actually, I think it's about like 9-4, I think.
Cowboys win the scrum from 40 metres out. They elect to go left, and Zach Leibart makes about 8 metres forward from the point of the scrum. Kalepo, who's had a... bugger!
Oh, no! Oh, Kalepo, he's been so good. His service has been succulent thus far this evening, but that was an absolute awful pass there. And poor old Caden Lars couldn't hold on to it, but here we go. The Stormer on the attack here as Wishart gives it to Garlic, and look, he was actually paying attention this time and gave a nice little unders ball there to Valepu. Yes, it was succulent as Garlic gives it out to Hughes. Hughes to Katoa. Katoa gives it to Joey Chan. And look at that. He's a back rower in a center's body, and he is moving. He is moving out. Oh, nearly dropped it. Holds on to it. Now, here we go. Josh King. Geez, he's been good in the middle of the field thus far this evening. Sam Ford tackle around 35 meters out from the Cowboys line. Wishart gives it to Hughes. Hughes hits Meaney. Meaney straight through. Nick Meaney puts some dazzling footwork on Scott Drinkwater. And Nicholas Meaney. Bang. The Melbourne Storm hit back, and look at him go. Oh, they're swimming. Oh, do some breaststroke up in North Queensland. Oh, dearie me. Oh, that's a lovely tag team duo breaststroke there from Nick Meaney. Look at this. Beautiful. Hughes to the line. Lovely set play. Duffy sucked in. Wide open gap, and Meaney goes straight through the gap. This is beautiful play here. Look at this. Oh, Duffy goes straight in. Purgy can't make the tackle. Dazzling footwork there from Nick Meaney on Scott Drinkwater, and over he goes. The Melbourne Storm hit back with a kick to come. Try confirmed.
No, look, I'm still in positive spirits, but I've got nothing to add further to that because you've hit the nail on the head. It was just Tom Duffy that got way too close to his partner on the inside of him, mate. Yeah, bugger, that just opened up the hole.
I'm swimming.
Yes.
Oh, that's a lovely breaststroke action there from the Nicholas Meaney. But yes, look, kick to come. But this has been an absolutely outstanding game, man. But I hate to say it, again, the bloody Cowboys for you, mate. They just make a mistake, and then it just leads to points. It's happened a fair bit, and like Clancy's saying there, it's unfortunately classic Cowboys where they, make a mistake and then they end up conceding points. So, but you can't take that away from the movement that basically that try there from the Storm. That was clinical stuff. Geez, ball boy, don't get too close there. Walk in with him, son. Oh, that is down the hey little diddle, the cat and the fiddle, and we are all square, 18 all, just like we were at halftime, Sam. And there is 23 beautiful long minutes to remain this evening, so I cannot wait.
I don't know about beautiful minutes, but yes, it is going to be an exciting finish to the game, man. We're going down to the wire, it feels like, eh?
Oh, mate, it is. And Zombo's joined the chat. Cowboys all the way. I'm on the cows.
Zombo. I've never seen Zombo in the chat before. Welcome to Wobble and Jaw. Thank you, mate. Please subscribe to both All Out Club and Wobble and Jaw. Thank you, mate. Zombo.
Zombo Roblox. Beautiful stuff.
Yes.
Beautiful stuff. All right. As I said, 23 long and beautiful minutes left. And here we go. We restart here with the Cowboys kicking long and kicking high. And it's taken there. Oh, and big Valepu. That is a great carry from him off the kickoff there. Beautiful hands there by Jonah Pessett. Just quietly, he's just come on the field. Oh, that's ripped out. It's ripped out. Oh, hello.
Oh, good afternoon.
I don't know if he heard Sam's try in July. celebration there, Sean Bloor, and he's decided to take it out on Caden Lars's thing. Deary me. Slapping the rear end there. He wanted a piece of that. Anyway, we continue. Oh, goodness me. Mr. Anderson has lost his footing and he's just been walloped by John Bateman there. Wishart gives it now to, I believe that is Alec McDonald. It is indeed who gets it over halfway. He plays the ball. Wishart at dummy half gives it to Garlic. Garlic, nice soft hands to Valepu. Very flat, very flat. Then Wishart to Garlic.
Flat.
Garlic gives it to McDonald. He's working hard. Alec McDonald plays the ball. Wishart, Hughes, he's taking it himself. He gets through. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I saw that. Oh, but he's up like a spring
It's got to be. It's got to be.
He's up like a spring chicken.
It's got to be cramp. He's okay. And now Pezzett with the kicking. He kicks it long. He kicks it high. He kicks it straight across to the debutant, to Imolotu Brown. He throws it back to Meaney, and Meaney's now kicking it across. There's no one out there for the Cowboys far, but there is a Braden Burns with a lovely take.
Thought about to get off him. Oh, there's three things that have just raised my eyebrows by the Melbourne Storm defensively tonight. Scott Drinkwater working his ass off tonight. It's been a great effort from him, and so too Robert Derby as he carries it to within just shy of the 30-metre line. It's third tackle here. Kalepo still out there. Here's Big Griffin Neem for his second stint. Fantastic.
Griff.
Gets to the 40-metre line, and Kalepo goes left. This is Lars now. And he gets to halfway. Alrighty, not a bad set there from Cowboys, but what's the kick going to be like? Kalepo goes right. Service. That's Duffy. Oh no. Strike me pink.
Oh no. He hit it nicely, but it's just a bit too much of a curl. It was good pressure there. It's gone about a good 2-3 meters over, unfortunately. As Clancy's telling you, he's very proud of Drinkwater's performance tonight. And yes, I think a lot of... Oh, and he's dropped it! Mr. Anderson dropped it! Mr. Anderson has dropped it. He's looking... They're saying, and they're going up. It's going up. We're going to see the Bundy Rum challenge. We are seeing another challenge here.
We wouldn't want to have stripped it. That's 3 or 4 errors now from North Queensland, man, in the past 6 minutes. And that is a rake. That is graphic.
Griffin name. That is a graphic rake.
That's graphic Griffin for you. Oh, dear.
That's going to be a challenge successful. Penalty to Storm. Now, do they take the 2?
I think they're a bit too far out.
They were up 40 meters right in front. The NRL players, Nick Meaney should be kicking that. That has to be in your range.
Clancy has exploded.
Oh, dear. They have not taken it. I don't know how that's not in Nick Meaney's range. Don't worry, no 2 points for free there, Nuge. Oh, here we go. Griff Neems, buddy, working Garlic over, and Pezzett now gives it out to Hughes. Hughes unders ball to Katoa. Katoa plays the ball. Wishart at dummy half gives it to Hughes. Hughes now hits Valepu on the unders ball. Lovely run there by Valepu, but great Cowboys defense. Oh, he's been stung there, Valepu, but he gets up and plays the ball. Then Wishart gives it to Hughes. Hughes to Garlic. I think there's been a bit of a reshuffle here from the Storm. Players are all over the place. It looks like Wishart's into the halves, and then Pezzett looks like he's Pezzett into the halves and Garlic into lock, I think, and Wishart to hooker.
G'day, G-Hun.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Let's play on.
That's 4 things I've seen.
Oh, no.
That's 4 things I've seen from the Storm. For what?
Oh, they're going to take the 2 now.
For what?
Oh.
But that's Griffin. So what did Cohen do? That.
That.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That's like 6 straight minutes where the Cowboys have conceded penalties or made errors, bro.
well, this
Come
one's
on,
definitely
boys.
this one. It's all right. That looks like they're going to take the 2 here. But yeah, they need to fix that discipline up, Sam, because that's back to back. High shots or silly things. You can even go back to Griffin Neem there with what he did, and then he's gone in again straight after that and put a high shot on, and then Hess has now hit garlic high.
There's still so much time left. There's so much time left.
There's probably after this kick, there's 18 long, beautiful minutes left, Sam.
Ever since you said beautiful minutes, man, the Cowboys have gone ass backwards, all right? You need to stop
what do you want me
saying
to
that.
call it?
Ugly. 18
All
ugly
right,
minutes.
There's 18 iconic minutes left.
Oh.
As Nick Meaney puts it over, and that puts the Storm in front. 20 points to 18 with, as I said, 18 iconic minutes to go. So Bellamy, there we go. I think we're into double digits thus far this evening.
We're deep into double digits, man, for sure.
As HIA for Mr. Garlic. He's just said who the beep is gone on there. He's not happy. He is not happy. And kicks it long. He kicks it high. He kicks it straight down.
All right, come on, boys. Box him in. Drive him back. Go, Griffin.
Oh, and big Kamakamika is back on the field. Big Tui. And he is tackled on the 10-meter line. Oh, geez. Griff's getting into some shoving matches this evening. He needs to watch himself. And that is a lovely, lovely run there from Sean Bloor. And then now tackle 3 and Alec McDonald, a.k.a. the Chin, is back on, and he is with a lovely, lovely run. And now Wishart gives it to Hughes. Hughes busts through the first tackle, but he can't get past Kalepo and Purdue. Great defense from those two there. Brings Hughes down just inside Cowboys half. Now Pezzett gives it to Valepu, and Valepu, nice carry from him, but he is tackled around 40 meters out from the Cowboys line. Wishart now gives it to, I think it's to Pezzett, and he's kicked it long. He's kicked it high. And Robert Derby, what a take from Robert Derby. Oh, but it's called a knock on. It's called a knock on. He must have knocked it into Tui Malatu Brown's shoulder, and there's no challenges left for either side. So,
dude, that.
I need to see that again.
That
Anderson
debutant
comes through.
That debutant had eyes only for Robert Derby and disrupted him, man.
Well, I think that Mr. Anderson knocked the ball on anyway. I think it's hit Anderson's arm and then gone into Derby's arm and then gone into someone's head. Anyway, off the scrum, Wishart gives it to Anderson.
Classic
Anderson is
Storm.
tackled out just inside Cowboys 10-meter line. Wishart out the back. That is Pezzett now gives it to Kamakamika. And Kamakamika now runs it, and he is brought down around 5 meters out. Great defense there by the Cowboys. Kamakamika plays the ball. Wishart at dummy half, gives it to Hughes. Hughes gives it to Pezzett. Pezzett to Bloor. Bloor to Nick Meaney. And over the Storm go. And we're rowing the boat gently down the stream as the Storm have scored 24 points to 18. And dearie me. Oh, dear. And over this Melbourne Storm go here as we see it again. Wishart to Hughes out the back. Pezzett, lovely face ball to Bloor, and a lovely offload to Nick Meaney, and nothing you can really do about that. That's just clinical play there from the Melbourne Storm there. Pezzett, lovely little face ball, and Laybut, look, he tackles him, but unfortunately the contact's not good enough. And then gets the arm free before Clifford can really get solid contact, and Meaney goes over again for another try and a lovely celebration as 24 points to 18 with a kick to come.
Sorry, Dor. You can feel it now. My temperature's just going up a couple of levels, man. Oh, the
You're right.
past 10
You're right.
minutes have been diabolical. The past 10
Okay.
minutes from the North Queensland Cowboys has been diabolical, man. But we're still in it.
You
Really
are.
help
As
us
I
this.
As I was saying, Faraz, yes, I did think that was I thought off Anderson into Derby and then Derby back into Mr. Anderson, I believe. So then to answer your earlier question in regards to Galvin, as Meany looks like he's about to move in, I was very critical of the Galvin signing. I did think that it was going to derail the Bulldogs season, as Nick Meaney puts it, straight through the middle there, 26 points to 18. I think that it's just he's upsetted Sexton and Marnie now with them having to go out. I don't think his performance last night cost them the game or anything at all. I don't think he was to blame for last night's performance, but I think that him coming to the club has unfortunately disrupted, the good thing that they had going on. So, oh dear, don't do that, Nuge. We don't need any other yellow
It won't be
gorsey
hard.
news this evening.
It won't be hard.
There's still 13 iconic minutes to go. There is still plenty of time. There's still plenty of time to go as the Cowboys kick off. And it's taken beautifully by Peasant. And he gives it to, I think that's Kamakamika again. It is indeed. And Kamakamika plays the ball and Wishart gives it to Sean Bloor. And Bloor gives it, he's tackled, just inside his own 20-meter line. That is a great run from Mr. Anderson. And now here goes Wishart, the Stormer. Wishart! Oh, the Storm are starting to make meters. The Cowboys are tiring here. They've made 50-plus meters already, and now Meany throws an exuberant dummy. But luckily, great defense there by Kalepo, and then last tackle, Hughes puts it up high. He puts it up long, but it is beautifully taken there by Braden Burns, Sam.
Oh, come on, North Queensland. Storm have been very good at restricting the Cowboys in these instances 8 times out of 10 tonight, man, making sure the Cowboys don't get further than halfway. So this is some tough carries here coming in for the Cowboys. Robert Derby bounces off the attempted tackle. It's third tackle, and it's still only about 17 meters away from their own try line, and it's gone to Zach Lay. But that is a late effort there from number 16 from the Melbourne Storm, but got to play on. This is Harrison Edwards, and they Cowboys have gotten to the 30-meter line, and Duffy gives it everything.
But it's straight down Tall Timbers' throat, Kane Bradley. And Bradley, that's a great run, but a great tackle there by Kai O'Donnell and Griffin Neame. Hughes now dummy half gives it to Chan, and Chan now runs it up to halfway here on tackle 2. Chan plays the ball. Now Meany at dummy half now gives it to the debutant, Tui Malatu Brown. Good run from him. No, that's a penalty or a handover. Yeah, he lost his feet. Cowboys ball. Tui Malatu Brown is off his feet as, dearie me. Craig is not happy. Yeah, he's not on it. He's falling as he's playing the ball. No, you might not agree with it, but unfortunately, that's just the rules.
Alrighty. This is Thomas McKaylee now with a hit up, and he gets to halfway. McKaylee has made an impact coming off the bench. Don't think he's left since he's come on. Neither is Kalepo. Scotch Rainwater now goes out the back to Purdue. Left on to Braden Burns, and he's going to get wrapped up on the
late shot.
I think he was taken out, or Braden Burns has dropped the ball, man. It's going to be a Melbourne Storm ball.
Braden Burns has dropped the ball, but if I was Zach Purdue, I'd be staying down.
Nah, that's all right. That's all right. So what's happened here, Burns?
Yeah, the ball's just popped out there. Just sort of pops out there. Yeah, he's just getting pushed over the top there, and the ball sort of pops out. They've looked good in the attack still, the Cowboys. They just need to hold on. Plenty of time left.
10 to go.
Plays the ball. Now, Wishart gives it to Mr. Anderson, and Mr. Anderson is brought down just outside his own 30-metre line on tackle 1. Now, second tackle. Now, Josh King is going to bring it up to the 40-metre line, his own 40-metre line. Plays the ball. Now, Wishart gives it to Kamakamika, and Kamakamika gets up to just short of halfway. Plays the ball here on tackle 3. Wishart now gives it to Alec McDonald, and Alec McDonald gets to inside the Cowboys half, brought down around 40 metres out. Wishart now gives it to Hughes. Hughes, a great run from him, and he's brought down just inside the Cowboys 30. Last tackle, Wishart on last, puts in a little grubber, and he's chasing after it. Has it got enough? It's got too much muscle. Tackle set for the Cowboys coming up. It barely looked like Wishart touched that. Oh, shit. And Bellamy's imploded, and he's off. Goodbye, Craig.
Great anticipation.
Goodbye, Craig.
And patience from Scott Drinkwater. Robert Derby, 0 tackle, plays the ball about 32 metres out. And this here is a carry from Braden Burns. He gets to the 40-metre line. 9 minutes remaining. Kalepo goes right to McKaylee. McKaylee puts the foot down, and he's stopped just short of actually does get to halfway in the end. Kalepo goes right. This is Griffin Neem, and he gets to the 40-metre line of the Melbourne Storm. Can he get an offload off or something? No, he can't. It's actually great post-contact meters from him. They're about 31 metres out from the try line now. Kalepo, they still go down the interchange sideline. Bateman now steps off his right, offloads back to Kalepo. Dummies still going, and he's just going to take the tackle here. This is going to be 4th, and really quickly, the Cowboys are about 15 metres out. They go way out left to Duffy. Flat there for McKaylee. Oh, he threatened. He really threatened, but this is last tackle now. Edwards at dummy half goes left. Duffy decides to come back right. Passes to Clifford. He puts in the grubber kick for himself.
Oh.
Is Clifford taken out? No, it's
Not
play
the
on.
worst result. Not the worst result.
Discipline and box them in, Cowboys.
Anderson, Mr.
Come
Anderson,
on, boys.
mainly as Tui Malatu Brown throws an offload there to Mr. Anderson, who just took the last carry, and he's got back-to-back runs there, Mr. Anderson. But look, he only makes around like 7 metres there, so he's still brought down inside his own 10. Cowboys are squaring up here defensively. They're brought down them inside their own 23rd tackle. Joe Chan's going to have a carry, and he gets up to just short of his own 30-metre line there, brought down by McKaylee and Temple there. Kalepo. Last tackle here. Storm struggled to make metres there after that run from Josh King on tackle 4, and Hughes winds up and kicks it long, kicks it high, but he kicks it straight down Drinkwater's throat. Drinkwater shifts it long.
Way out right to Robert Derby. Man, that's probably the best 2 minutes that Cowboys have had in about 20 minutes. Robert Derby, what happens here? What's the call? What's going on? What for? Who for? Kalepo. Oh, no, he's not. Doesn't end like that, does it? Oh, that's a shame. Well, you can be proud, man. Great debut from him tonight. Great debut. I'd love to see him back in the fold again, mate.
100%. I think he's been great. Temple Kalepo, he's been great.
Alrighty then. So, second tackle, Zach Laybutt plays the ball. 7 minutes remaining. They've got to do something in the next 2 to 3 sets of 6 here, Cowboys. Cohen Hess now 5 metres short of halfway. Plays the ball. Edwards, Duffy, left to Drinkwater, left to Purdue. Oh, heavy defense there from, I think that was Joe Chan. All right, this is Kai O'Donnell. He's just going to run straight and hard on 4th tackle, and he gets to the 30-metre line of the Storm. Last tackle, they go right. This is Jake Clifford. Passes right to Scott Drinkwater. He puts in a left-footed kick. Robert Derby jumps up, bats it backwards, and it's in the hands of Sean Bloor, who's just having a cup of tea out the back.
Yes, Cohen Hess is trying to strip it, but I don't think he's got it. So he plays the ball now. Bloor has it a dummy half, gives it to Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson's brought down there, barely made a metre. Wishart a dummy half now, gives it out to, I think that's Nick Meaney. Yes, it is. And he's brought down just over his own 40. Horrible pass there by Wishart. But great hands by Hughes, and nearly gets through the Cowboys' defense. He's tackled just short of halfway. King out the back. Pezzett, lovely face ball out to the debutant, Tui Malatu Brown, but a beautiful defense there by the Cowboys there. Last tackle. He's cramping up a bit here, the debutant, grabbing onto Laybut's boot. Mr. Anderson, great pressure there from the Cowboys on that kick, Sam.
Come on, get to it. Well done, Scott Drinkwater. He takes it on his own 10. He's running left, does pass it to Braden Burns, and he spins out of a tackle, and he's taken down 30 metres out from his own try line. 5 minutes remaining. Drinkwater at dummy half. Flat pass there for Purdue.
Penalty.
Got to get a hurry on here. Exactly 5 minutes remaining now. Time stopped. Jake Clifford's got the ball in hand. Time still stopped. Kicks for touch. And the Cowboys are going to start a set inside Storm territory, 40 metres out. This is their chance. Taps the ball, and it's now with Cohen Hess. And Cohen Hess advances about 5 metres, but the Cowboys are central here. Edwards at dummy half goes right. Thomas McKaylee, foot down, over the 30-metre line. At threat of going backwards, but he stood tall in the tackle, made a few post-contact metres there. Six again here for North Queensland. Duffy puts Griffin Neem back under. Neem, post-contact metres for him, gets to 10 metres out.
He's off the
and
mark.
It's still,
he's off the
no,
mark.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, he's
come
got to
on.
Go back.
Time has been blown off. He's got to play the ball right in front of the sticks, but 10 metres out. Edwards at dummy half goes left, and Duffy just runs it himself. Makes a couple of metres there. Second tackle, 4 minutes remaining. Edwards goes right to McKaylee. It's 6 again here. McKaylee offloads back. Harrison Edwards to Griffin Neem, who threatened to bust him open. Harrison Edwards goes left. Clifford left to Drinkwater. Cut out pass to Braden Burns. Great hands from him. Great awareness to stay in the field of play. 8 metres out, but out on the far left edge. It's now coming back in field. Ball's in the hands of Clifford, who gives it out. Oh, sorry, to Duffy. Gives it to Clifford. And Clifford's taken down. They lost a couple of metres there. Harrison Edwards, a dummy half, goes left. Duffy puts in a grubber kick on third tackle. And it's battered dead by the Melbourne Storm.
Yeah, Hughes just bats it dead. And the North Queensland weather's getting to a few of these Storm players. I've seen about 3 in the last set or 2 just start cramping up badly.
G'day, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
All right, so there's 3 minutes, under 3 minutes now. The clock is still going, unfortunately. Clock is still going. Oh, man.
Penalty to the Cowboys.
Yeah, okay. They wasted all that time, and so the Cowboys now have a play the ball 10 metres out. And Katoa is screaming one set, and that's pretty much it, man. They just got to defend this one set. 2 minutes 45 remaining. Alrighty. Okay, so they're going for the penalty goal, and it's now a converted try.
It is indeed. Probably still one set. I believe. Katoa is on the marks. The Cows are going to have to go the length. They might get maybe half a set, a second set, but we'll see what happens here.
They've changed the rules so much in that goal line dropout scenario that I can't remember what's like a penalty from a goal line dropout or not. Like if it's challengeable, it's not a penalty. If it's not challengeable, it is. But then for a time violation, I just can't. I couldn't remember. So a bit of a dumb play, I guess. They're from Melbourne Storm. Maybe they forgot that was a penalty goal attempt incoming.
Could have been able to kick.
Offense. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah,
yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. 2 minutes 38 remaining. Kickoff has happened. It's allowed to bounce, and it's captured there by Derby, who gives it out left to Cohen Hess, and he's going to play the ball 15 metres out from the try line. Alrighty, 85 metres to go. Edwards goes left. This is McKaylee. Left to O'Donnell. Oh, if O'Donnell could only find Purdue, or Purdue find O'Donnell. Anyways, play on. Second tackle. Drinkwater at dummy half. Scoots to the right-hand side. Out the back to Clifford, but good defence there from Blore Bagia. and Clifford's taken on the 30-metre line. This is third tackle. Playing the ball on the Thomas McKaylee, puts the foot down and makes 10 metres. Gets to the 40-metre line. Fourth tackle, Edwards. Right, Clifford, flat for Bateman. He offloads back to Clifford. Clifford gives it to Griffin. Over the 40, over the 30. And this is last tackle. If they can't find a repeat set, this will be their last opportunity as Drinkwater gives it to Bateman. Gives it back to Clifford. Left to Drinkwater. They're 12 metres out. Drinkwater. Oh, kicks it. Bugger. 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 He was crabbing across field and he got hit, and as he was kicking, the ball just went sky high, straight up. And Scott Drinkwater
is winded.
Yeah, absolutely, he would be. And it's rare that we see him like that because his durability, his endurance as a player has almost been second to none. Like, he has been 3 years in a row, like 24 games in a row, man.
They'll probably still get like 20 seconds, 20, 30 seconds here, the Cowboys. So it's not over yet. As now Katoa is tackled here, tackle 1. Still a minute and a bit to go. Garlic now gives it to Joe Chan. Joe Chan's tackled. Neem going for the strip, but doesn't get it. Second tackle, plays the ball. Chan, Garlic now gives it to Lasati, who's back on the field. And he's tackled there on halfway. 49 seconds to go. Third tackle. Garlic now gives it to Meaney. Meaney now has a carry. He's tackled there by Bateman. Fourth tackle. 40 seconds to go. Now, Garlic now gives it to Josh King. That's last tackle with 30 seconds to go. Yep. And now last tackle, Garlic gives it to Hughes. Hughes puts boot to ball. Just grubbers it through. And, oh, my word. And then Hughes puts it on the boot again. And, oh, that's all she wrote. Jackson Purgey couldn't pick up the ball there, and Hughes puts in another grubber, and then that will be, unfortunately, all she wrote here. Look, yeah, Purgey tries to get down and pick it up, doesn't, knocks it back. Hughes kicks it again, and Braden Burns, the ball just wouldn't sit up from him, and Cade Bradley and Lasati are there to complete the tackle.
Congratulations to the Melbourne Storm. 26 points to 20 in a really, really good game of footy. North Queensland Cowboys, really, really good effort. Really good effort. Very proud of the effort from them. And just got to move on to the next one. Next week, the North Queensland Cowboys host the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, whereas the Melbourne Storm, they travel down to the Hunter Valley to take on the Newcastle Knights on a Saturday afternoon game. But those two fixtures, or next week, is still only a couple of days after State of Origin. So team lists are still probably going to be really warped next week. So we're not quite out of the woods yet insofar as club game, State of Origin mishaps and whatnot, mate.
No, yeah, just like you said, Sam, I think that just that like 10-minute period, that 10-minute period there for the Cows, just with a bit of really poor discipline, I think really has come back to bite them, as you can see the live ladder there with Melbourne Storm now leapfrogging the Canterbury Bulldogs into second position on the ladder with the superior for and against. So 2 points behind the Green Machine. And yes, Melbourne are up into second spot. But look, as the game as a whole, an outstanding contest. You know, a lot of players out with origin, injury, etc. And that was a absolutely really, really great contest. It might have dipped a little bit there for maybe like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, but it was still an outstanding game, which I thoroughly enjoyed and enjoyed calling it with you, mate.
No, I did too, man. I did too. It was an origin-affected game. Both teams out with superstars, but I'm not being salty. It's just that it was there. It was there, and unfortunately, Todd Payton is mentioned it in his press conferences over the past, or a couple of times over the past 6 to 7 weeks. But sometimes they just beat themselves, man, and he hates that. And it happened again. It was something like probably between the 50th to the 65th minute where the Cowboys they just rolled on with errors and penalties, mate. They were their own worst enemy for about a 10-minute period there, and that's where Melbourne capitalised. Bugger, that was a great effort from Storm, who weren't at their best. But if you don't play your best but you still win, it's still pretty good going.
And the Melbourne Storm are very good at that. The Melbourne Storm are very good at not playing their best and managing to be able to get victories, Sam. So, look, that's just what the Storm have done multiple times this year. They've not played the best but managed to get away with the 2 points. But I don't want to take away too much of that game that we saw this evening. I thought it was a very, very entertaining clash between, two really good sides. We saw some great performances from some individuals. Like Nick Meaney was really, really good for the Storm in that second half. Scott Drinkwater was outstanding for the Cows. Bateman and Clifford fought hard. Sean Bloor, Ellie Katoa were also great for the Storm. We saw some great performances tonight in a really high-quality contest with a lot of players out. So I know it might sting, but like you said, mate, you should be really proud of the performance from the Cows this evening, because that was, up against the Melbourne Storm, all due. You were affected and they were as well, but it's still the Melbourne Storm, a really quality outfit. So you got to be happy with that performance, mate.
Yeah, no, and a fantastic entry into first grade for Temple Kalepo.
He was great.
I'll tell you what, man, when he went off with the HIA, I felt like we were still in it. We were still fighting hard, but it felt like we missed him in that final 7 minutes or so when he went off.
I thought he was really good. And like you said in the call live, mate, I think he definitely deserves some more first grade. I just think he deserves some more first grade, rather than play like Carl Lawton or Harrison Edwards or the likes, Sam McIntyre, all those type of guys in the hooker position. I'd love to see Kalepo come in at least for the rest of this season if Robson's not available.
It's very fresh off of a loss, man, but I have to agree, man. Like, if he passes HIA, if he's available to play next weekend, I'd love to see him in jersey number 14 again, and maybe come on for Robson, or maybe play a little bit of lock or share that hooking role a little bit.
Robson's backing up from Origin, Sam, so I think
we don't know. We don't know. Wood.
Yeah, well, you'd hope so. And then, Kalepo could come on for like 20, 30 minutes there, and Robson plays a good 50, 60 minutes. That's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah. But overall, no, I'm not taking anything away from the Melbourne Storm. Heat of the moment, bugger, but, fantastic game of footy. Storm move into second. Congratulations to Melbourne. Go North Queensland Cowboys next week against the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. And speaking of next week, mate, I don't know. Speaking of next week, it's just hit me like a bolt of friggin' lightning. I've been hit twice now by a bolt of lightning, one from the Storm and one with the realization that next week I'm going to be in Sydney. Sydney. So there will be no stream next week. So next week, I'm going to be down in Sydney. I'm going to be attending Campbelltown game and a Shark Park game. But this coming Monday, one of the biggest streams I've done in a really long time, if ever, NRLW Cowboys coach Ricky Henry is coming on to have a bit of a chat with me and wobble his jaw on a special episode of Riding the Rivers. So there's a couple of things still left to look forward to on both Wobble and Jaw Sports and the All Out Club YouTube channel. Please, everybody, go and subscribe to that, both all social media platforms. And thank you so much for your time, Dor. It's always a pleasure, and it was again tonight, man. It was, man.
It was a really good game, mate. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you very much. And thanks, guys, everyone, for joining us. Yeah.
Take care. Adios.
See ya.